So I think for me, I was, I get afraid of not seeing other things. So yeah, there's that. That's maybe the wholesome, nice answer, that I want to see other things, that I don't want to just see where I'm from. I want to see the world. The world is a big place. So that, I think, is like the answer that I would like to give. But then, like, maybe more truthfully, I get a little bit jealous of seeing other people having great experiences and seeing amazing things. I'm like, oh, I want to see that. So maybe that, like, unhealthy jealousy. And then I suppose another unhealthy response is that, I think I've always been quite adventurous in my life. And people have always been like, oh, Shane, you do so many cool things, you go hiking and you go camping and blah, blah, blah. And I like that. I like when people say, oh, wow, you did that. So I think that's maybe not healthy, but it's honest that, like, when I tell people, oh, like, I was in Brazil for 7 weeks, people are like, oh, wow. And, like, I get a bit of a kick out of that, thinking that I'm doing things that maybe other people wouldn't have the confidence to be able to do. But I do think that's not good. And I should focus maybe on that first one, of wanting to see other things and see other cultures and see other people. And I think I do, but sometimes maybe those other two more unhealthy ones can take over a little bit more.
I travel because I love to explore the world and I love to explore myself. I've been traveling for 6 months already, and it was an exploration not just of the world out there, but also exploration of myself, who I really am, what I'm like, what I don't like, what are my values, what's important for me in life. So for me, travel is exploration and meeting new people. That's part of the exploration.
Mas viajar me permite conhecer outras culturas, conhecer outras pessoas que na sua vida ali no dia a dia só trabalho, casa, rotina, você não teria oportunidade de conhecer. Isso para mim é importante, assim, me faz é como se fosse eu vivo pensando nessas possibilidades de conhecer outras culturas, conhecer outras pessoas, como tipo um objetivo de vida, tipo trabalho, nas minhas férias, agora eu vou para outro lugar, sair, desconectar um pouco da vida, da realidade e viver uma outra realidade. Acho que para mim é um pouco disso, viajar.
For me, it's freedom. I love traveling because it gives me the opportunity to see the world, to meet people, to see other cultures, to be free, and yeah, to get away from daily life. Even though my daily life is absolutely not boring at all, it's nice to experience different things, different opportunities, different places. You only live once, and I think you should live it to the fullest. And that represents traveling for me.
Why do I travel? I don't know. To escape my desk job, I don't know. But for me, I also love my routine. My routine is like go to work, I do my exercise. I actually do rock climbing. I love rock climbing. Guess that's why I kind of love this kind of outdoorsy stuff. But I travel to see different things. And for me, in my earlier days, when I was in my early 20s, that was like something new, like some kind of new place, new building, new stuff, new food. But as I get older, I feel like that is something something less important. The thing I want is the things I really want to see is the different people. or the different culture. So for me, traveling became more like a way to meet new people and how people treat life. But also for me, meeting you guys, it's a really new thing because, like, for me, Koreans especially have a very boxed in life. I'll say we are very traditional. We care about others, how other thinks of us a lot. So we tend to live in a very specific way. And me, for myself, also is kind of out of the box, and I feel kind of, very, you know, not normal. And it sometimes doesn't feel good. But like when I travel, I see like a loads of way of life. And that makes me, feel like I can adventure more and that I'm okay. And maybe I can, explore my life a little more and be happy with myself. Yes. And I think that's the meaning of travel for me.
Para conocer más gente, diferentes culturas y crecer. Viajando se crece.
We get one opportunity to be on this planet, and I adore my home country. I think it's a great place. It's beautiful, and by and large, the people are great as well. But there's so much to see and so much to experience, and different cultures and different foods and different views. And I think it teaches you so much about yourself. It teaches you about the world. I think it teaches you to be kinder, more open-minded. There are very few, I mean, there are environmental downsides, but there are very few downsides, I think, of traveling and becoming more worldly. One of the things I've really loved as a bit of a, well, I hope as a bit of a side effect of this trip is actually helping my family probably see a different side to South America and like challenge some of their perspectives of the country and actually how welcoming, how beautiful, how established it is, and yeah, I don't know. It's just why would you not if you have the opportunity? Yeah.
I travel because I think that there's a lot to be learned from other people that you can't just get from a textbook or a news article. And so I think that aside from the kind of selfish reasons of wanting to see things and experience life, I think that there's a lot that I can learn myself and then bring back to my own community, and it's sort of almost like a proxy for diversity. If I'm a more diverse person, I bring more diversity to my community, and I think that's only a good thing.
Porque viajo, yo creo que para conocer. Creo que en la vida todos tenemos como el propósito de aprender y creo que no hay mejor forma de aprender que viajar.
I travel because of curiosity. I travel for new cultures, meeting new people, different paths of lives and the whys, and particularly traveling connects me to a far bigger picture of the world, because culturally we can live so defined in a box to the cultural norms we're used to, and traveling opens that up and kind of tears those barriers of differences that we put in our culture. But I think it's so simple just to eating, sleeping, pooping, and the cycle of life. I think we all do the same thing, doesn't matter where you're at, just done a little bit different. And I think that we are all more alike than we think we are. And I think traveling kind of opens that up for me and makes me appreciate where I come from and the people I meet along the way and those friendships that you make.